Okay.
Pistol round is going to be quite important in this one as well.
What is it? DRX on defense,
both pistols so far
PRX on attack.
PRX.
At the moment, it's 2-0 on the
opted to
pistols.
Start on the attack, and I guess I was right.
You should try running. Running? Bruh.
Oh, but
Not that good for your knees, ankles, feet. And it's like -5 outside. I'm not going to be running.
Going to scale up towards B, but immediately, rather, DRX going to re-clear over towards mid and be happy to stay there. Now, for freeing, you don't necessarily want to be staying here individually, so you will retreat a little bit, try and give yourself some better angles and allow this plant to go down. You have the player advantage as Forsaken gone.
Good little jump. Oh, he's path drunk, man. He's stuck. He paths there? Why did he do that?
For DRX to work with in this retake.
Yeah, wall up for Devi. It's going to off-put Bane for a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, he gave him a bit of space on this one. I mean, Invi basically has to kill everyone, but...
To come out through from spawn.
Just a bit. Working around a lot of the chokes for it now, but still...
Yeah, I like the 3-person push behind her, and it's not too bad. Okay, first pistol for them on the board.
It's important for DRX that they dispatch of Forsaken first and foremost as well. It makes the gathering of the B site a little bit more wonky, so for freeing, recognizing that he can just fall on
strengthens all of those. I mean, it depends what you're running on, mate.
Immediately into a retake for DRX. This is going to be a very big difference of a defensive side that PRX go into as opposed to what they had to do against Global, right? Yudotan on that veto to try and remove a lot of that abilities, and the Sage stalling as well are things that you're not going to be seeing present here. There will expectedly be a bit
You're
more
running on concrete, mate. I promise you, it's not good for it.
A little bit more coordination on this utility coupled together as opposed to individually that the GE comp can kind of come out with on the defensive side.
That's kind of where PRX does need to watch out for as well.
Double, sure.
Gunfights, you start to
Like we
lose
said, this comp's pretty good at just spamming A, and
can
obviously
try
they
and
want that
make
with the
things out
Phoenix, so we're
with
going
the
to see that
0
quite a
points
lot.
as well. If you have, for example, rifle rounds where 3 get pinged, you can kind of prod a little bit over on the other side of the map. You can try and toy with the information that your opponents get and try to, you know, make it more misinformation than not. I'm kind of interested to see how PRX want to try to tackle Hermes on this KO and what information they have. If you're trying to bully your way into this A site right now, though, however, Hyunmin is going to be here with freeing.
So that's still the objective for now on the side of PRX at least. Try to break in, try to get the spike down, get as many kills as possible.
Ooh.
We'll start things off with Devi, but still Bane alongside freeing. Into the corners, you still have automatic weapons. Freeing goes down though, it's Bane with the kill.
Pretty legit eco right now.
Force the plans immediately. They're going to go for a fight over towards
Well,
Spawn, and
it
Hermes
was.
is just going to sit them all down.
KO.
Get closer towards
Gonna be online. I like the idea, tap of the spike and then go fight over towards spawn.
Bonus round could be really nice because that is
Blaming me for this? It's still 2 kills.
Having a great start individually on this map at the moment. Bane with some great shots as well here. Just seeing PRX be very narrow focused towards the elbow.
See PRX trying to outline around Hermes. That was so... if they had gotten that kill. But
yeah,
otherwise.
I mean, if they got it immediately, they could have had advantage and it would have been a different ball game, right? But unfortunately, the ball was always in DRX's half court there. And Hermes does get the slam dunk. Now it is going to be the rifle round present for PRX. And all 5 members are going to be grouped outside of a lobby.
Dude, as soon as they clear info here, yeah.
To work with as well.
Not full clear.
Immediately used from Hermes as well.
Prowler checks middle. Jiggle peek over towards B. They can start leaning towards A if they want it.
For DRX on this comp, however. Start to rotate over towards B. This is an expected
play.
Wait,
what's Mako called here?
Thinking PRX are going to end over at that Bravo location, and that's not exactly what's happening.
Yeah, minute mark.
Frings.
This is some information for the side of DRX to work around. So all the rotations kind of called across except for Mako. Might be a little bit worrisome. PRX not going to slow down anytime soon, but still, the fragment, it catches
Mate,
square
how
in the
is
face.
Hyunmin alive?
Hermes still holding down the angles as
Bro,
well.
Hermes just looks like an absolute god this game.
It's just something left in the round. Can't retrieve the spike. As soon as you peek out, you're going for a fight. Mako could be right behind you as well, so feels completely buried up around elbow right now.
Yeah, something's just barren wasteland right now. Nothing that can be done. Hyunmin's just going to remove him very swiftly. But my oh my, Hermes
Really did.
picking up the fragment kill.
You take off the names there, I felt like we're watching Zeta or something, to be honest.
That one. Great timing on the C's from Bane, mind you, as well. Some good coordination. Tandem plays from the utility coming out from the initiators. Absolutely do love that for DRX. Not even using the null command, having that available where you need, and certainly hinder the affairs of PRX and going for these either executes or barrel roll affairs into these sites.
That's brutal. I mean, if you told me it was Tier 1 in Pacific, that's the team you're saying that was.
But on to this round, a haunt down middle, PRX kind of toying around with it. DRX continuing to try to retrieve more information with refract spent already.
Yeah, good exchange, a firm handshake, and using them on each side, but still trying to have a bit of presence over towards mid at the moment, while freeing in a bit of an off angle over towards A.
Mate,
just going
freeing
to lock it down
plays
for now on the Viper.
nuts for a Viper.
Not too pressured at the
His
moment.
positioning is so weird on this map at the moment.
PRX do have in possession, and just playing extremity control at the moment is the name of the game. This comes down to me, I think the timing in mid that Hermes has to be very careful of if that was tried to be exploited by PRX, which is not anymore. They tend to A.
Still though, now that the positions have been revealed, a little bit telling, Hermes will begin to make his
move.
I talk about the pistols knowing that's what's here. You forget that
Come
sometimes
in,
they
mate.
can be potent.
You gotta save him.
Especially when they're in the hands of PRX. Suddenly picking up the pace into sight.
Think sight's free.
Back and through around the toxic screen. Hyunmin able to shut down Divine. Hermes has arrived backside as well. Hyunmin still alive, makes things a little bit more difficult for PRX, but something hops on over and he'll get the spike down. 10 seconds, the timer gets reset.
Something would like to go play a little safer and use his ult, right? Maybe wait out the KO or just give him the kill.
They off-put them. Some good utility stalling at the moment to try and isolate these fights. Hermes, Marco, come up with a clutch in a round that should be theirs.
Oh, the smoke felt a little bit weird, but still enough for them. His stays tucked inside of. They knew where Jing was thanks to Fragment from before as well, and now Forsaken trying to spray into the smoke.
Dude, absolutely wrecked him with the low smoke. Can't see it when you're diffusing, but you can be above it and you can see everyone. It's a really nice idea with the smoke here. Mate.
So it's the right time to drop that util as
I don't want to keep harping on about his decision making, but decision making here is so poor.
Well. Sharp shots to come through from the pistols.
It was an attack smoke. It was an attack smoke.
This could be good, but it falters
Oh
a little
no,
bit.
that's awkward.
Forsaken cannot deny the defuse from coming through in the end. Flawless start so far for
that's
DRX.
really awkward.
Timeout now invested.
I mean, it shouldn't have got to that
Literally
situation anyway. They should win with the Waylay ult here, but
scoreline start. But earlier on,
why did he carry on
on
fighting with Waylay ult? I wonder if he didn't know.
Last map used at the end of round 9. This time, Alex and Wendler calling it super early.
Almost feels necessary with how the way the rounds have been going. PRX on the attack, but not quite able to find their footing. Granted, it was a slight eco round for the previous one as well.
It's kind of the same start, though, to a degree of worry that we saw against Global Esports for PRX as well, right? They got the pistol in the second, and then the defenses start to really come out. You're not able to get in towards the sites. You're trying to draw out what util you can to make your end game a bit better, but you're still being locked down in near every case. And for this one right now,
I mean, if you knew that the spike could be diffused slightly on the right, then I guess it's a good smoke. It's one of those.
They're not overplaying their hand. They're not
The low smokes are interesting, man.
They kind of just
The low smokes
going
have
through
potential.
a step at a time, clearing with information, playing a very large macro game, and not being too risky individually. I think right now is quite crucial for DRX.
Oh, it's big for Forsaken here. Wait for the reload. I'll do it. Really, really nice on that.
Transition to utility. Forsaken,
Take the blind spot pathing. Knife over
PRX
towards
in this
B in
round.
reaction, hits 2. And so they call for an insta group up over towards A. I mean, this is a great round. The problem is the Hyunmin's just re-cleared everything over towards middle and heard one running over towards A, I'm pretty sure.
A little bit more space, though. He wants to go into the corner.
Yeah, it's a little bit slack for DRX in this round. Near every fight so far has been individual from them.
Nah, this might be huge, though. Look at it. Not even considering.
They are clearing it, but at the wrong time.
I mean,
The trade at least is there.
Devi was the only one
And
that
now it's
considered
Marco
it. That
Hermes
was
getting to
nice.
see if they can make the magic happen.
Armies
Dude, if
has
they lose
been on
this
a heater, so
3v2, then
perhaps, but still,
I mean, this is a 1v1 duel.
Spike gets planted for the side. But Forsaken just holds
Very
the
nice.
angle. Instant taps.
Yeah, that one is a
DRX's
great round.
money's so
PRX
good, they
sorely
could for a
needed
little
to
bit.
start things off on the attack. Again, you look towards this one, right? GE, this is the sort of litmus test, I would say, for PRX on this map right now of Corrode. The 9-3 against that comp, understandable. I thought the PRX were really going to fall over flat on their own defenses when you consider the sort of double duelist variety of Something and Jing. But I was very impressed against that 100 Thieves comp that they were playing it very smart, very disciplined.
Big punish over
choke
towards
points and
A.
not
They done it off the
overpeaking.
tap of
So I
the
kind of-
orb.
I'm expecting that for the defenses of
They
PRX
do it
as
once
well.
Jing is
But it
one
really
away
is
from
for
his
me
ult.
the attacking side for them with this double duelist deployment. How
God,
much
look
are
at
you
this. It's going to be
getting away
insane
with here?
overkill.
How much space are you finding? This is a good showing for it. Something already in towards the link. It's going to draw a lot of pressure for DRX.
They're really,
Have to start to re-clear
really
quite
owning this
convincingly.
right now.
And so far, so good.
Yeah, keeping a
They
map
take
focus
such
as
early
well.
mid control.
DRX this time having a secondary player to support Bane, but Mako pushing all the way throughout.
Ends up being a pretty good
Managed to
trade,
take
but
down Jing.
whoa.
The trade comes in. The Odin is set up. The convergent path
Did they
set
go
through
wrecked?
to try to break open the site.
But you missed the TP that's gone in towards the tower for
Damn,
Forsaken
they
at the
got
moment.
so
Doesn't even
wrecked
really
on
need
this
to come
one.
in and
DRX are
activate.
going to be guarded with how
Good
this
melee
round
to come
turned
in
out.
from Something as well as just a bit of a nail in the coffin at the end.
PRX got a
as
little bit lucky, I'm
PRX
not going to lie to you.
absolutely crunch on that B side at the end. Marco did his darnest efforts to try and find advantage. It's not going to come into play. Something going to dispatch of Hyunmin. And
Whoever
that is
this
PRX
guy
finding
was
their second
got to
round
shoot the
now.
fade eye there, but
Do
because
you
Envy
still
accidentally
feel
jiggled, they're both
okay
looking at
in
the choke.
DRX's camp, knowing that your economy starts to be questioned, especially if you lose this round?
Mate, freeing, bro. I hate watching freeing on Viper, man.
Kind of cool things off a little bit and figure out how PRX wants to really approach the map, because right now they're working against how DRX wants to, retrieve information.
Bane, Odin Abuser, not going to be present in this round anymore. Instead, Envy's going to be trying to lap that one up. Something not able to get away with the same space that he found almost free of charge last round in a very all-in affair towards mid for the get-go.
That's funny.
For DRX.
The Prowler goes back to his
freeing at
refract
B.
to actually just
The rest of the
did
four
all of
members
that.
in amongst mid and A
at
link.
least they work out where he is.
So the gaps around the map at the moment for PRX, they can have a straight shot in
Free
towards
orb
the A
over
side.
towards A if they want it. I
They're
don't
able to
really know
figure
if
this
Envy
one
got
out.
it.
One away from their own Viper's pit for Devi as well. Would be quite
It's
good.
well set up from PRX though.
post-played
They're getting so much
scenario.
info from over towards middle
Would be a
in terms of the
massive,
setup.
massive kill, but look at DRX.
Dude,
Very
Envy's...
proactive space gathering and information.
Yeah,
for
someone
them.
needs to
It's gonna
watch
be a
behind it. It can't be
super
this guy
early
'cause he's got
flank
the
at the
spike,
moment
so
that
they're just going to
PRX
forget
need to
about
be
it.
aware of. I
It's nice
wouldn't
from
even mind
DRX.
PRX kind of
There's the
flipping
side's
A
got
side
no
at the moment
info.
and taking
Push
more
towards
space
middle.
over towards spawn.
Okay, they
They
hit
don't see
nothing on
anything
site. They
link.
got to start considering this.
You have to assume that there's going to be a mass
Yeah,
flank potential
Forsaken
here.
after seeing a
They
double
don't go
push
for
last
any
time.
further control. They're going to reroute back to watch the flank for just Forsaken.
Oh, and that just might be enough as well. Pop flash
It's
through
a
from
great
Hermes, but
turn
it's
of the
not quite
flash.
enough. Mako has to be the one to take him down. Then comes the Odin, continuing to hold the angle. Mako freeing, I should say, actually waiting for a slight timing to peek on through. Manages to take down Defi. That's now a weapon retrievable. Still though, the spike
Oh, it's a
continues
big
to
kill.
tick, and freeing continues to peak.
Oh,
He
that's a
finds
nut shot.
another triple kill in the round, and it's all down to Envy to try to hold it
Oh
off.
my
The
god,
snake
bro.
bite.
44, just enough
I
time.
should think so, just for free.
That's crazy from him.
Defuse down to the very end.
Oh,
DRX up to
Jesus.
5.
Dude, that shot was nuts, man. This one, he's looking here.
And what a ferocious play from Freeing, honestly.
Freeing on the
Plays
Viper,
right
yeah, 'cause he
timing
has
with
a
the classic for the bait in
absolute
towards
hero
the link
round.
play, the judge
After
and
we
the
flamed
gun
him.
upgrade, catching Jing on a timing, looking the wrong way. It looks like from our kind of third-person POV on that one that he had
Dude,
a
this next one?
sensational flick.
Oof.
That's a great adjustment on towards Something. And then the trade at the end, that is a great round to bring some stability for DRX now in this map. It's not even the greatest amounts though, as Hermes does have a stinger.
I'm gonna TP. Let's go. Wait, left, flashing. Go, go. Flashing now. Let's slow. Okay, let's go right, boy. Yeah, Father free, guys.
Oh, Devi falling in mid by his lonesome self, trying to find the timing of the lurk. That's not going to come out. Good 0 point and A Nightfall going to stall the proceedings of PRX at the moment, so you have lost a lot of space around this map. You have lost the timing that you're trying to play ramp in towards the A site. The wind has been taken out of your sails, and you need to look to a different direction right now. Forsaken, if you can dispatch of Bane, it's a good avenue at least to
Ooh.
equalize 4v4.
Ah,
but
it's
he wants
unlucky.
the wrong timing, the wrong way.
Yeah, thinking that he might have been closer towards spawn. At least Envy will be here to pick up pieces, but still 3v4. Not to mention Hyunmin with potential convergent paths.
Yeah, it kind of
you
worked
just
out
switched to a
okay.
retake
Something
here
held
if you
on
need
to a
to
lot
with
of this
DRX as
space
well,
pretty
right?
early.
You mentioned that ult. You can be quite happy to wait for the rest of your team as long as you don't overcommit to a mass fight here, because you are the only soldier at this A site. It is a 1 versus 3. The PRX start to make some noise known. Now the plant to go down for Envy, that it's just going to be an early
That
scenario
is
for
an awful ult.
Hyunmin. That's actually not going to be a capitalized upon ultimate for DRX here.
Does draw some utility from PRX, though. Maybe some crucial ones, especially with Saturate gone. Now PRX feels the need
Honestly, he
to
deserves to
continue
go
to
down.
pressure
that
against
ult.
DRX, prevent them from getting into position out towards the back of site. Still though, the shots through the blaze wall catches Envy.
Whoa,
and
shout
now
out to
Jake
Mako
goes
here
down.
on top
it's
of
just
that.
something left, and unfortunately the shot's not quite connecting just yet. He
8
needs
bullets.
to back up, needs to find safe space. Still
Damn,
managing
bro.
to find the headshots
That's
at
a
the
nuts
end,
round,
double
mate.
at the end of it all.
That's a
Red
nuts
Bull
round,
clutch for
man.
something up in round
Lovely
number
shots
8.
on this.
And this is
Last
the
bullet, right?
duelist that
Last
we were
bullet for the
waiting
last kill.
for something to be present in 2026. Where was
I mean, they can't, dude.
2025?
I don't want to be an
Something
absolute
from
knob,
PRX.
but when you do
Coming
a
out with the
waylay
goods
ult
in
like
that
this, you
round
deserve
for
to
the
lose the
1
round.
versus 3. After the team loses initial space, initial game plan action, you can see the thought process from Jing at the end there as well to try and play anti-flash, right? If there was the underlog coming
Nice.
from Hermes, gotta give respect where respect is due on that one. Trying to play the brain power at it.
Dude,
But really,
forces
it's the
him
aim
down to
power
an
that gets the
eco.
job
What a
done.
big mistake that is.
5 versus 3, DRX still in the lead, but reset in this round, just the pistols to see what they're going to be able to provide, as it is a bit pacier from PRX now into this A side.
I just want to get the spike down, end the round as quickly as possible. Minimal losses, possibly, if not. But still, so far, so good.
Yeah, next I wouldn't mind seeing Envy go for a bit of a fight, same as Jing. Get a bit closer towards your ultimates for the next round, where the guns will be back for DRX.
Still trying to watch for all the possible chokes.
Yeah,
DRX
it's a
possibly
nightmare,
just
man.
hang for exits, so
Dude, how are Hyunmin's ult still awful after champs? You would have thought they would have looked at that.
Trying to assert themselves through into the smokes. Jing will get the first, a couple more, and now he's gotten his ultimate.
Well, you're going to have a great stack of ults for PRX coming in towards round number 10 right now. Not really present there for DRX, but you start to need to see them recover on this defensive side rather now. It's going to be a timeout going in towards the next round that you might assume is on this defensive side as well. A lot of importance to see how deep PRX is going to be able to go on this attacking side as well for me, for DRX, what the defensive side looks like with their new look of
Yeah,
agent
he
variety
should be a little
as
bit
well.
pissed, to be honest, but
Opting for, you know, the double initiators instead of the double duelists that has become the current meta. Trying to swat PRX down.
Very DRX-esque of him, of course.
Yeah, old DRX. I definitely think that there was some problems with them attempting the double duelist. When you've also got Hermes coming in and he's like a bit of a proficient duelist when you need as well, a different look, you're trying to stretch that one out. We know the capabilities of the rest of the squad, but it really feels like Bane's
Psych,
confident
oh
calling
boy.
is definitely when it is a bit of a
Yeah,
slower
kind of
pace,
forgot about
bigger
that one,
picture
Psych.
idea.
Wait, we
And
might
on
be
the
able to
flip
do
side
it
as
today,
well,
Psych.
PRX, we know how fast-paced
But less games
that they
today.
like to go as well. They can always get mass chaos in amongst an IGL's macro game plan throughout the rounds that Forsaken
I'll give
has
you a
taken
solid
up the
maybe
mantle
today,
of doing. But
Psych.
we've also heard from the team previously that Envy has been taken over a bit of the IGL you know, decision-making for the duties there.
Something looks good now because he
they
went
needed
back
some
to his
bold
champ
calls.
sense. He also went back to his crosshair.
So it'd be interesting to
changed
see,
sense
you know,
after
at
champs.
times what the versatility will look like for Envy.
His whole year was
specifically with
sick
this squad,
last
'cause
year.
It is a much different role for him on this team compared to Team Secret previously.
Otherwise, we'll go back into a buy from DRX, trying to hang all the way back as Mako.
Yeah, he did really good to hold on to all this space and not get out of there.
They're changing the pathing on something as well.
Yeah, and they should kind of learn with what's going on, right? Every time they get free sights, there's been 2, 3 behind, so Jing should be on top of this. Dude, Mako's playing great, though.
Catching Forsaken Lacken.
All the way through to the other side of stairs.
Ooh,
Unexpected, but of course
fast,
it's just going to
mate.
be Jing, quick to respond.
He's still got another curveball to throw in as well if he needs.
Still, though, a bit of space up towards heaven being taken by a couple of DRX players. Couple of kills going through. PRX still trying to be extremely cautious. Divine will shut down just a bit more.
Very nice. Force him down to another eco as well. Down, they're going to get quite a lot of rounds
here.
here.
Waters in that moment. You cannot get into the pit, but also you just don't feel like you've got an exit strategy as DRX there. You can't retreat back to your own spawn. You can't drop into the site.
We'll see what I can do,
There's no
Slig.
way that you're getting back into that round.
Appreciate you as well,
Unfortunately, with a
Slig.
great
Thank you for
smack
that.
to come out from Jing. Some good patience
The
in
start
the
to
post
this,
lane as
yeah,
well.
it's a
PRX
devastating,
tie things up now.
devastating fall
Ace,
for
we've got
DRX
a little bit
as well.
more depth from them on this attacker's side. But is it going to be something of a tight scoreline? Or who will go 5-7? 7-5 in advantage?
You're not wrong.
One might
Not wrong,
think,
Prodigy.
no, don't. One
Went
might
from
think it's gonna be
0.425.
PRX, it's just the pistols yet again for DRX. Remember, they
Yeah, that's
started off with a 4-0.
I mean, I get it, though.
That was
Players
a
like to change
good
their sense a
start,
lot.
great start to be able to
After like a
really
good solid year, I don't
tumble
think I would
through
change
this
that.
defensive side easily.
But it's PRX, and now getting switched online all the way into the site. Bane has to rely on his mechanics to try to find at least somewhat of an advantage, but he gets completely blinded into the
Yeah,
site
they're
as well.
just running away with it now a little
Do
bit.
have Hyunmin up around the corner though, but look at Jing.
Yeah.
How relentless is this?
I mean, it's 2 maps.
I
in a row
mean,
that
he
can
wants
just
to
play
get his
Phoenix,
ult.
right?
He wants to get the ult.
Freeing will find Forsaken off wing as well, so he will pick up the pit. He would have picked up the pit regardless if he died at the end of the round. But picking up the kill, picking up the gun, it'll back you up a little bit better in towards the next round as well. Okay. PRX will find 6 here. Not a lot of power in going for the hunt. Doesn't really matter if he tried to as well. They just removed the gun, which is not the worst. But they
Joe
are
Hoagie,
into
thanks so much for the
post-road
tier 1,
stage
man.
where
Appreciate
Freeing
that.
is. So
Thank you.
PRX,
Thanks for the 7 months.
they will take the lead now on this second map of Corrode. So move into the last round of the half.
We can kind of think towards the more key ultimates. I mean, Bane close to his nightfall. Envy has his. Jing a couple of points away
Dude,
from
look
running
at
back
this
as well.
start,
It
man.
does definitely feel like the
Look at
direction
this
has
start,
shifted in this
4-0
map,
to
though,
this.
towards PRX,
Devastating for
finding
them.
Early advantages and kind of being too overbearing going in towards these sites.
Is the
as well.
plan
They're
to
being very
brute
passive
force
and
this
patient in
weekend
these post
or
plants.
pick which
Some
matches to watch?
exploration
Just gonna
from
see what
DRX
happens,
and
to be
these
honest,
extremity
man.
plays that they're doing as well are no longer feeling comfortable. You just
In my
seems
mind,
like
it's
kind of
doable.
wish that DRX would do something a little bit more decisive.
So we'll just
as
see
a
how tired
barrier
we
drop
get.
call. The pit over towards the B choke yet again. Okay, you just assume not too challenged. Yeah, I've got to send in a bunch of utility to try and find him. Nightfall
Dude, what a
Blaze,
weird
for
round.
example.
Dude, Freeing's
100%
Freeing's in
Look
so
at
much
this,
trouble.
Secondary squad into retake Link and 2 players from DRX taken down. Forsaken still
Dude,
tucked
Freeing's
in towards
POV there, I
B-side.
don't think I'm
Really
gonna
deep
see it, but it
positions
must look
held.
so funny.
Hermes wants to go in for it, wants to take a bit more space for DRX, but it's difficult. Despite the null command being popped, Bane does find one. Something responds and goes even further as well. You got the
Yeah, and
smokes
this is
up,
a
got
Lee's
more
gonna
flashes,
delay a
but
lot of time,
a bit of a
sees both.
self-blind with the run it back, not too bad. Forsaken play off contact into it, and now it's Mako's turn. 1v3, he's already taken down the first. Huge paranoia sent into the right angles, right directions. But Jing
Jesus.
just hops over
It was
with a sortie
4-0.
anyways. It's a
It was a
7-5 at the
4-0.
end for PRX.
That's a great
And then
round
they-
for the second
now it's a
PRX as well,
7-5.
to be honest with
Where
you.
was the
Keep going
where's the
down
Waylay
the
ult? Was it
main
here?
choke point. They send in the Nightfall and the Blaze.
Criminal.
It's all a ruse to get Forsaken to TP behind
It's
the opponents
it's
when
a
they're
really
deafened
rough
and
lesson for him.
pressured out of the
But it's a
pit.
lesson they had to
Freeing
learn.
stuck
And I
in
thought
that
they
moment
learned
in
this
time,
lesson
has
at
to
Champs,
be,
but
you know,
here we are.
told by the team essentially, has to be very situationally aware that that TP can come behind him and be pushed out of his pit. He gets crunched upon from multiple angles, and that's the entryway for PRX to get into the B site, where again, they're already showing
You
know,
new
just
here?
very
What's a
big
prime sub?
smiles in being
Okay.
able to close down that side as well and hold
Pretty
it.
sure
and
you're
protect
not
the
new here,
spy
but I
plant.
take
So
the
really well
setup.
done for PRX. Putting a bit
Should
of
we? Wow, low
bit of
fuzz
bully
on. Jeez,
action
low
onto
fuzz
that
for a
B
sub
side.
one.
A hell of a coordinated
Never
plan.
used
I
low far.
realized you could use the from the shadows
Okay,
in that
chat, if you're
fashion, but
watching
here we
on
are.
Twitch, you can go out of full screen, you can go down to the bottom. Wait, is this because I'm already subbed?
Things off
Who am I
well
not
in the
subbed to?
second half. Quite paramount, especially once again
Okay,
with the fact that
if you
this
go out of full
is
screen, you can go towards the bottom. You
elimination
can see
at
if you got a
stake.
free Prime sub, you can avoid ads for the whole month.
Now you got
And
me
that
thinking
might
about
be
Snake.
including Masters.
Yeah,
can
we've
support
always
the
talked
channel.
about meat and potatoes of the map.
Yeah, now we're needing to
That's
see
why
that
I don't use
substance
lo-fi,
again
yeah,
come
'cause
from
I'm already subbed to 'em.
DRX. They were off
You
to the
support the
races at the
channel,
beginning
no
of their own
ads,
map
get a little
pick
slug
in
next
this
to your name,
series
you can
as well in
rewind,
Corrode.
get all the cool stuff.
Now it's been a hot minute between drinks. 7-5 with a 5 in a row for the tail end of PRX in that one, but now we flip things up. Now
That's
PRX go to this defensive side, and now
Midway
DRX,
through, the match is
knowing
still
that
on.
They wanted to pick this in the veto. What do we have to see for them?
God, he's
on this
min-maxing
attacking side
entertainment,
that
bro, that's nuts.
led the way for them against Full Sense? A 10-2, that was.
That's what kept them here.
That's insane.
Hoping to repeat some of those successes for now. Very measured all throughout middle and then into A.
Yeah, on this attacking side
He
as
always
well,
does
remember,
this?
it's the solo
Holy.
duelist in the
Is that
way
the
with
TikTok
double
effect?
unit. So we're looking for a lot of ideas, a lot of prodding, a lot of toing and froing, some smart, level-headed decision-making for them right now.
PRX though, down to the minute mark, something.
Pistols at the moment. Pistols. 2-1.
See what
2-1 on the pistols, 1-0 on this map.
This A side though.
DRX pretty much got to win this pistol.
For DRX.
Spotted them a little bit late, so they have some time to actually get into sight.
Yeah, but remember, it is only Forsaken currently over towards the spawn side of things.
5v5 retake.
He's just going to fall back.
G
Echo out a
Tepidon,
couple
thank
of
you so much
shots
for the
as we move
prime.
into the
Forgot
5
about the
versus
prime,
5
that's
that
so
we got
fine, man.
Pepper's
Appreciate you
loved
doing
over
that. Thank you with the 4 months, man.
At least Forsaken has held on to the paranoia as well. So possible ways to get back into the site. Possible
Ooh.
ways for DRX to
What a
prevent
shot.
that from coming through. Swings from Hyunmin, but also a shot taken, eaten. Still though, a tough little crossfire,
Great
especially
fade
with the
eye.
hunt coming through. Forsaken trying to dig himself deep, but completely surrounded all across elbow. He sets up another
Okay.
smoke, but it's Hermes.
2-2 on the pistols. 2-0 on this map. 2-2 overall.
6 and 7.
Have a good start.
I hate it. Put it in the bin.
Popcorn Chico
But
as
it
well.
is a
Thanks so
duel.
much for the
In
prime
this
as
one,
well,
DRX
mate. Thank
will
you for
be
doing that.
finding both, so to keep a way back in towards this map,
Appreciate that,
very
man. Thank you,
needed
thank
in my
you.
mind. Oh, the timing on
We
that
had
0 point
Xveer
well,
as well with the
mind
prime,
you. Hermes
and
actually, kind of
Enaru
upsets
as
you
well.
in
Thank you with the
PRX a
prime
little
as
bit
well.
because
Thank
that
you for doing that,
paranoia
mate.
for Forsaken would have been really good to layer on in for the team to focus on elbow before getting on towards the side. right? So
Aryanga
the fact that
as
the
well with
timing
the
on
tier
that
1.
was
Thank you so
good,
much for the 2 months,
that's quite
dude. Thank you so
superb
much.
for DRX. Now they'll move into the eco-fragging rounds. Hyunmin giving the outlaw to go and hunt for them.
You showed
Now
your
playing
mom the
for
slug
the
mug because
two
you were gonna
pistols
get
as
one,
well,
and
so
she
they'll
wants
have
one
a
for her
better upgrade
birthday
for the
now.
next round to really take
Wait,
the
that's
fight
sick.
against PRX if they hold on to
Yeah, we like
the other
that.
guns
Thank
in
you so
this one
much.
as well.
It's a good mug, dude.
make things very interesting come round number 15.
Really get to see them exercise that macro control. Right up through middle, while Mako has a bit of presence out towards the back. Envy though, holding the angle, down to half HP. Just looking
Oof,
for
close.
quick shots, quick reactions. Hyunmin able to punch through.
And now you're going to get the plant down. PRX are going to be ready for a bit of a two-man flank.
Achilles says he
That's
showed
all
it to
they
my
can
wife and
have.
now she wants a divorce, so
Something gets
2 ends
felled.
of the spectrum there, for sure.
Going on the flank watch. Has Phantom as well, so this
that's messed
could
up,
be
man.
it. 0
That's
point
messed up.
continues to clear out back sight, and DRX should have a pretty good idea.
You always got to be careful about peeking into this as well. Do you think Hyunmin might be on the other side of this one watching for the eco frags? You've been very patient. Now you're going to be rewarded.
Oh
You're going to
my.
lock them in, contain them in this one, and find some extra damage as well.
Damage. Let's get the Byrons.
Phantom to be picked up and the Outlaw as well instead of the Guardian. So there's going to be some weaponry for DRX
We got
to
good. You
go
did get me good at
and
that
try
one.
and take
That was a good one.
challenge in this next round, but not as much as they perhaps were expecting
Yeah, 2 pistols.
in that 4 versus 2 scenario.
So DRX actually
Giga as well. Thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate the 8
At the
months.
same time, starting to build up on some of these crucial alts.
What the hell have you just said to me? I don't know what half of
It
this
does look
message
like as well,
means.
because with that outlaw going into the next round, you got to be careful. You got to be aware as PRX with your shields. Forsaken susceptible.
Frame mogged. What the hell does this mean, bro?
Only Omen holding though.
I'm gonna go elbow.
Wow.
Can
I
you
can just
smoke
see
mid or
over
something?
in the
Smoke
coach
mid,
comms as well.
It's okay, smoke.
Just in this round, Alex getting a little bit frazzled. So I wonder what he's taken away from the beginning.
You lot are cooks, man.
Call.
Does most of you understand what he just said?
Kind
You
of
lot
looks
actually
like they
cooked.
bit onto that 0 point.
Again, this round is very doable for DRX, right? Lots of rifles, that outlaw as well. You start to scale up. If you want to get in towards the elbow, there's a lot of combos that you can do in
Sadly.
this position as well. But
Some of it,
macro
okay.
game plan,
It's like a half
big
and half.
picture for DRX. Who do you leave where? Are you trying to insert someone on this attacking side? Looks like we're leaving Hyunmin to his own, or sorry, Bane to his own devices over at the A site. So maybe he will be trying to draw attention over there, make the B side a bit easier for the team to get in.
They've also baited out several bits of utility from PRX's side. Forsaken smokes are being spent in towards A, especially with that Prowler from Bane.
And this fake that he's trying to sell is not being read by PRX at the moment. They are rotating the right members to this B site, putting something in towards mid, and he doesn't have to move from this position.
I mean, they should be absolutely wrecked, right?
Something
Damn, he held on to that
starting to
molly
move,
for a
though.
really long
Uses
time.
Spot takes down Bane, and then it comes down to the entry from Hyunmin onto site. He takes down 2. Davai off the top of heaven, trying to spot out even more players. He takes down the
Spike.
Spike. 10 seconds. DRX, they've got to go. They've got to pick it up and plant it down just quick. They should have enough time. But it's also time for something to try to creep through. Still has to saturate as well. Worries about the top of heaven. Shoulder gets
Damn, they
spotted
still
by
won
Hyunmin,
this.
who now picks up
They
the
still won
hat
this.
trick. Mako
Gotta say,
and DRX take
the
the
Vi's
lead.
molly was a little late here.
They are not going to
The
be
2
happy
past the
with
choke
how that
before the
one
molly
was
went
played
down.
out. You drop the spike, there's not a lot of time, but the rest of you
26
boys,
seconds. I think
they're
I'm
on
just
the
throwing that
wrong
molly
side of the
down.
map at the moment. Not exactly happy with the defenses on that one. And yes, something will take out Bane in that rotation. But you lost the way you needed to hold yourselves on that B site. Some good utility.
Big
blinding
Lasang,
out
thanks so
on
much
the
for
back
the
of site,
prime.
getting the
Appreciate that, dude.
freebies for Hyunmin.
Thank you for that.
If
Oh, that's
you've
an
got
early
Hyunmin
timeout.
starting to activate on this
That's an
attacking
early
side, it's what
timeout.
you need
And I
for
reckon this
DRX
is going to be
as
a
well. You
little
need
bit about the
quote
talk of what
support
they...
cast to facilitate
I mean, they must have
into
VOD
these
reviewed a
sites,
little bit.
get
They know
those
this is
kills,
a common
get
hit
that
from them.
space on this single
Got the
duelist
space over
line
towards
and
middle, a
play
little bit
that
of
close
info over
play
towards
the
A. I
protector
think
of
you
the
gotta
spike.
send that molly
Take the
down
further
so
space if you
early.
need to as well. Because if you are trying to go a little bit quicker, which we're not really expecting for DRX, there's going to be a lot of utility power for PRX. So the fact that they are going to be playing this slower style, drawing out a lot of the utility, is really going to work favor for them. And PRX have to be adapting now with that.
Which is why this timeout was called. I do worry for Alex's blood pressure, but yeah, hopefully we'll see some adjustments coming through for the upcoming rounds. Otherwise, DRX continuing with the same pace, same style, might be worrisome for PRX as it goes on. On to an eco round for now, though.
Yep, and Hyunmin, I mean, he's still
he
got
can
this
one-shot
outlaw as
everyone.
the right weapon for this position, but he already has the ult. He already has the convergent pass. It's just kills at the end of the day. Pad them stats.
Stats, rounds, all the big numbers. Just to try to send us to a map 3 in this elimination series between the 2 big RX teams. Spots out just a bit. Nothing too informing though.
Waltz down mid for PRX now. Just the pistols, got to take some cheesy angles, some cheeky fights. And DRX are just not going to give it to them at the moment.
They might actually gamble. Gamble pretty good here.
Some of these ults for DRX
Get
as well,
info
and you can
middle,
cycle them
1.
online for the next gun round or 2. Can certainly be a way that you can tick some boxes to try and close this map. Seeing nothing in mid though, PRX gonna waltz over towards this B site now, and it is the right call.
Nothing in A as well, but unfortunately, even
Yeah,
into the
you
corner,
gotta
some of
peek
these
out on
players
that.
unfortunately not quite able to react in time. It's Envy and Jing though. Not too bad.
Oh,
but
what a
still
shot.
Continuing to swing, trying to catch him on the choke. PRX starts to get choked out as well. Reasserting himself into the site. Just something around the corner.
Dude,
And that will
Bane
be
hit
that.
an absolute
DRX
shot.
Continue on with the rounds, but also
Kinda saved him a
taking
little bit.
losses.
I mean, they had enough money.
I mean, PRX
right? It's a 4-0
nearly
start
nearly
yet
shut
on
down the B
the,
head here.
on the half.
Just
So
kind of showing the
cash isn't
weakness
too
of maybe
bad.
the
They have
DRX
enough
comp
splash
once
for
you
the
take
next
down that
couple rounds as well.
initial
The onus is really on
all
PRX
in
to mount
from
some
the
defense,
waylay.
to mount some good
Should be hard for them to
decisions,
get through the
shots.
choke. Yeah, Divide just doesn't want to swing because of the fade eye.
Waylays on this map. The pathing is generally the
Look at this one here.
under the HUD.
Oh,
right?
that
It was
one.
the change that I did like from PRX. I believe it was against GE where they changed the path around to the back of the site. We saw that earlier on.
Okay,
too,
it's a
so
4-0 start
adaptability
into a
to change that
4-0
pathing
start on the
and opponents
halves.
off guard is going to be quite paramount.
And they only
for
have
Hyunmin,
9
in
rounds.
my mind.
Let's see what
This
happens
round,
once
you
the
still got
money...
access to that conversion
once we get
path,
some
which
odds
you
here.
would assume can make things a little bit easier to get into this B side, especially if you're going for your practice set executes in a round such as this.
In DRX fame as well. This time pass closer towards the link area. But at the same time, PRX continues to
Whoa,
just
it's a big TP up
flood
towards
back
heaven.
in,
Kind of looks like no
off
one's
the running
considering the
back.
TP
Jing
heaven.
onto the rifle, spams into the choke. The snake bite catching onto a player as well. DRX now licking
No
their
one's
wounds.
considering the TP heaven. How much
Locked
can he
him out
get
of
from
sight,
this?
but no one is watching to the tower at the moment. Marco has snuck in here, something that he loves doing on the middle of Haven, for example. Loves TPing into that B site. No one is just wise here. How much can he get away with? 1, 2. He knows where
So
to
the
find
other.
as well. This is a 5 versus 3.
Holy.
I talked about it
Yeah,
earlier.
they didn't-
when
they didn't
PRX are in
expect
the 5
it.
versus 3s and it gets
They kind of
pulled
just
away
lost
from
track
them.
of him.
So for something to find that kill onto Hyunmin, to make it an equal state, PRX are looking
Bane
to
gets
save
another
face
kill, he
in
gets
this
his
round.
ult.
Light speeds through. Forsaken still has his flash ready as well. Sets up the smoke to block off heaven, but really want to watch out for the back of elbow, and that's where Mako is.
Whoa, it's
Forsaken,
close, man. It's
able
close.
to find
I
the
DRX
ready
should be pretty happy,
exchange,
though.
And PRX move up to an 8th.
I didn't get a good
Just
rate on
4
that one
people
for
that
the
can't buy
exchange,
next.
unfortunately, though.
If
Just
they lose it,
Forsaken and the money,
they got a
I
good
mean, it's still
ult. They got 2
problematic
ults
for
that actually
PRX
combo
as
well.
with just the one surviving, so they get through that round. They have to challenge massively again against what DRX has been able to save and survive with. You can see a result in the form of the shields coming into this next round. I wouldn't have minded seeing an adjustment from DRX on that execute as well when you're lobbing all this fade util in to second layer the C's over, because the trail gets the track in towards any link players. That was the execute that we saw the other day on this map that I really, really liked, that slight little change up of where that C's is placed. It actually does such good work. And DRX still gave that one a mighty fight.
See, if
to
I'm
try and bring it
PRX and I
back.
hear that for mid, I'm just so happy. As soon as I hear a dash for them to take middle, I just feel like I can't lose the round. I'm not gonna lie.
Soon enough as well. PRX though.
If there was any player who wanted to drop first free of charge, it would be Hyunmin.
Still don't want to count the rest out.
All this timing's
Kickoff.
unlucky. Yeah, and they're
Playing
just
in close
sleeping.
to it. Unfortunately, Jing will have to take the fall.
Yep. Caught sleeping a little bit there. Forsaken does get the trade in amongst the smoke round.
Oh,
Gets
what
another
the?
one onto Bane as well. This one is starting to crumble a little bit at the moment for DRX.
How
Just
is-
Hermes. And
How's-
he's locked in.
How's Invi winning that one?
One
Oops.
for the spike, but
So
the
good,
shot's
he
not
hit some
quite connecting
bangers
for
earlier.
Forsaken.
The storm.
Um,
Envy is
Honestly
really
though,
low.
scary round.
Hermes has a flash, has a fragment. An ult, if he wants to use it, it would technically reveal his position on the pulses. He'll dodge the Nightfall as well. He finds the timing
Oh,
onto
God.
Dubai. This is so winnable for the new recruit to DRX.
Chop around the corners. Low HP as well. Hermes just waits for the right opportune timing. What's this Envy gonna do? The haunt sent, positions revealed, the 0 point coming through as well. He still can't get onto the spike. Taps onto it though. And all Hermes needs is one shot. Maybe not even, just waiting
Yeah,
out
it's
the
done.
time. Envy can't get it halfway. Gets the kill at the end, but
Holy
does
man,
he
it's a
have
big,
it? I don't think so.
it's a
No,
big
10
1v3.
to 8.
That is
Yeah, and
such
Forsaken's
sensational
gonna
work for Hermes.
feel
It's
gutted,
a bit
man,
bittersweet at the end that he
'cause he
doesn't
should
get
have
the
that.
kill for the 4K there. But what a great
Probably the map
Red Bull
done.
clutch to come
Force
through
him
from
down
him.
to an eco. It's a really
Finding the right
expensive one.
angles, the right
It's a really,
timing,
really
the shots to
expensive
come
one.
out from the Guardian. Mate, I think that gun is absolutely gorgeous for him, by the way. He has just done such destruction on that gun. He plays the end perfectly as well.
Dude,
with
he
the
hits
fragment
these two.
timing that Envy cannot stick in towards that one for. Or rather, it was a Phantom, never mind. I thought it was a Guardian.
But he has
I'm
done
getting
it all.
lost in the mix. It was Envy, the one with the Guardian. Anyways, it doesn't matter at the end. Hermes comes out with a mighty clutch.
Multi-head attention. Thank you so much for the
That might be
gifted,
the straw
bro.
that breaks
Thank
the
you for
camel's
doing
back in
that.
this one as well.
you,
You've
thank
lost
you.
your guns yet again for PRX. It might be 11 at DRX, and I look towards some win conditions for them, Quack. They have a lot of ultimates that you kind of almost just hope that they hold on for that
Yeah,
next
it
round.
looks like we're going
Same
breeze
time,
unless we
PRX
see a bit of a
continue to
madness
feel
because
the
DRX have
need
so many
to
good ults that
investigate.
they just use for the next big buy rounds.
Might just be walking into
Oh.
crosshairs or setting up crosshairs of their own.
Okay, they're gonna speed up into a
Possible
shorty.
weapon picked up. Forsaken into the smoke with a shorty though.
8
Gets taken
HP on
down,
that.
but not before dragging Hyunmin through the mud. Convergent path sent into sight.
Well, same as an L command as well, so this does start to become a bit of an expensive
Spacing.
round for DRX. If they can dislodge freeing, that's going to be great as well, an upgrade of weapons that they can pilfer.
Feel like something's just gonna use his ult here, trapped over towards Saint.
Upgrades that could mean so much for PRX right now to keep
Hit one.
themselves in the map, to possibly close it out 2-0. Hyunmin
Yeah.
not allowing for any of that nonsense to happen.
Feel like we
Holds the
gotta,
angle
feel like
on
we gotta
one
work
hand.
on waylay ults as a
Flashes
collective.
through. It's fully expected. DRX just managed to tuck away from it. A Hunts gets sent back as well. And now PRX
Got it,
starts
huh?
to feel the heat. Onto the spike, he sticks it. Jing,
Oh.
it's something. He turns
Jesus.
back around, but lo and behold,
Close,
Hermes has
close,
flanked
really
all
close.
the way through.
His eyes are on the prize in that round at the moment, Hermes. He doesn't care about the kills, he cares about the round. The team gets down and dirty into the fights on the back of that Haunt reveal. And he catches something in transition, trying to play for the time where the spike is already half defused, trying to play for the tap perhaps.
Oof.
Lots of damage that PRX throw in towards this round, but really DRX, they are holding on at the end. Costly, as I say, from the ults that they
Yeah, he's
invest,
kinda
but
saving them.
necessary. What wasn't in my mind was the convergent pass from
Hermes
something
having a great
thrown over
game.
to the elbow. They don't immediately try to aggro behind it.
They
This
actually
time, though, they
got a
change
couple of
things up,
ults
going
out
for
of
the
them
A
as
main
well.
Space. Might even lose it to freeing.
Team Killer in the YouTube chat, thank you so
The
much,
way
bro. I
that he's able to
appreciate you,
swing all
man.
the way
Thank you
through.
for that.
Unfortunately, though, gets caught, and it's Hyunmin who goes down.
And they'll see that there's some extra bodies here. Something gets the kill. They saw Forsaken's TP. They see that Jing gets the orb as well. You know it's a stacked side on A and incentivizes you as DRX to flip the map over to B perhaps, but you've already got that micro rotation
They
from
both
EV.
went through
That
the
is
wall.
a very
Yeah, Bane
ambitious mid-peak from
was
something
just here a little
not even
early.
in my
I mean, it's
mind.
kind of both ambitious from both of them, but it
it
makes more
doesn't
sense
pay
for
off
DRX,
either,
right?
so
Prowler went
that
out,
was
and then they
slight
can time the
reset.
Prowler.
And now, because of that as well, you know he's going for it to see if they're there, to see
Oh,
if they might
boy.
already be up towards the guts of mid. They go patient DRX.
Oh, there goes the
Marco
game.
capitalizes. You lost map control as PRX. You had to go and find something, and you find death. Now Forsaken and Jing for a 2 versus 4. They are here early.
Welcome to my world.
Perhaps a slight opportunity. Nope, not anymore. Not with the pit coming in.
Planted.
Yeah, the flank for Jing.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Just to
pretty
say
impossible
early
unless
because he
Jing
uses
kills
Shadows
everyone.
To get over very quick. But you've already got this flank, this rotation expected being held by Mr. Marco.
Just continuing to try to cut off the reinforcements. It's just Forsaken now. Might have slipped through.
Man, it's
but
been a
look at
solid
all
map
the
from
spams, the
Mako, and
suppressive
Hermes played
fire.
really, really well.
It's down to Mako for the quad kill at the end of the round.
Okay,
for
four
DRX to get up
four
to
goes
map
at it. We got
point.
Breeze as
Good
the
work,
third
sir.
map.
Well done, Marco, there. Some great patience in the way that he collects those kills over at B, knowing that when they find something in towards mid, PRX are going to have to try and find some space elsewhere around the map. He catches them lacking.
Can PRX win Breeze?
It's very different
hasn't
now
looked
for
crazy
PRX, where
comfortable
we see in
for
that
them.
previous series against GE, as I mentioned earlier, right, showing a lot of
They've had some time to work on
discipline
it, though.
that defensive side, holding the choke points and not overpeaking. This time they fall back in towards something that we've seen be problematic for them a lot during this kickoff.
What the hell, indeed?
Risks not needing to be seen. No reward either. 4 map points now that
God,
PRX have to try and
that
come
was
back
such a
with.
good little
DRX
snippet,
have
man.
put themselves in
That
a
was
great
awesome.
position right now on their map pick.
Perfectly poised to send us
Perfectly
to
cut. No, that was incredible.
hit ready and in place. PRX try. Oh no, but look at Hyunmin.
He has purchased the perfect weapon for this situation. Every single person on PRX's side had less armor.
Yeah,
not
and they did
full.
really
It's
good to bait
regen
out the sword.
or it's light.
The judges makes me quite nervous.
Ah, they're
Romano.
playing so well
Yeah,
now.
absolutely. Talk about a great judge character though in this round. Hyunmin gets
This kind of feels like
outlaw
DRX's
kill,
best
gets
round.
Orb, has convergent paths, and with a lot of time still on this clock for DRX, they have their choice on where they want to end. It most likely still will be towards A, perhaps in a split, unless they want to go towards a B position where Marco can TP over a little bit later on.
Oops.
That's not how you want to throw curveballs.
Well, at least you saw one at the end with the jump
Unfortunately
peek.
for Jing. So to A we do go.
Slight fake flash as well to try to keep Jing invested, but still pressure is on into the A site. Jing has arrived. Sets
15
up the
seconds.
Blaze Ball to try to slow things down, but it's not going to happen. Still though, with the convergent pass anyway, it's forsaken onto the judge. Unbeknownst to him though, it's the pincer maneuver all the way from the other
Dude, Mako
side, and that's
TP.
exactly where DRX plant their flag onto the site. It's just a Vi left. He's got a Guardian, a couple of players low HP, sure, but this is so much work
I mean, the
to
double
do.
pistol, double
Not
bonus
quite possible.
made it a lot,
And we're gonna hold on to
lot
our
easier.
seats because DRX
Did that 1v3
says,
though,
"No
man.
clean
Look
sweeps
what you think
today.
about
We're
that
going to
1v3
map
for
3."
sure. Okay,
Just want a
Breeze, final map.
destructive half to come out from DRX.